So as you can see, I've already cut, this is the pattern. This is the pattern for the back. I've already put it on the lining and I've put it on the fabric also to cut out the pieces. Okay, this is the back, this is the fabric, this is the lining to cut out the pieces. And you can see I put allowances on the side to be able to join it. Okay, that is for the back, and this is for the front pattern. Here we have allowances. Okay, allowances to join the front and the back pieces. So quickly I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be doing. The first thing I'm going to be joining is this part here of the front part. I'm going to come, sorry, of the back part. I'm going to come and join from here all the way here. After I do that, I'm going to join here. I'm going to join from here to here before I now join here. This place must align with this space here, so this is how you're going to know if you're correct. Then for this pattern here, for the front, I'm going to come here and gather this part here. I'll gather this part, and when I gather this part, it's going to be starting from here. Okay, this underbust part. Okay, so I'm going to take it, join from here up to here and up to here. So just a quick take on what was done here. As you can see, I've gathered this part here, okay, where I notched, I gathered it. Okay, but first things first, you join the lining. Okay, I joined the lining to the main fabric. Okay, and after then you can see the gathered threads here. I gathered this place. I'm also going to be gathering the lining place where I notched, two places I notched here and I notched there. I'm going to run my gathering stitches on them. Okay, I turned it over, okay, to be able to get this fit here. So I'm going to iron it down. Okay, just wanted to show you how you gather it. Okay, so the mid part, this is the middle part of it, and remember I notched it here. If you can see this notch here, it's notched here. So the middle part of this gathering here is going to fall on this notch part here, while I'm going to sew it all the way, like join the two of them all the way to the end. So I've joined the two fronts together. Okay, this is the neckline here. These are the necklines here. Okay, now this is the back. This is the back. The next thing we're going to be doing now is I'm going to be putting the lining. I'm going to use this lining now. Okay, and I'm going to turn it over like this. I'll use the lining, turn it over like this, and stitch it down and cover, stitch it down and cover this way. So this is for the back. This is the zip allowance for the back. We've sewn the first two sides and this part, and this is for the front. You can see the gathers here, and this is the V-neck. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be joining the bottom part of this part. That is the skirt part, the bottom part. I want to join it to this part here. So I'm going to place it on the table and show you how to go about it. Okay, and this one also. This is the zipper part. So this is the inside of it. This is the inner part of it. So okay, so this is the top part of the dress, and this is the bottom part. I've already finished sewing it down. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be tracing this is going to be the skirt part of it. Okay, so I've put the center middle in the center middle of the bottom part of the skirt. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trace out how much Okay, okay, so now I'm going to just cut this out. I've already traced out how much I need here. Okay, so next thing I'm going to leave like half an inch. I'll leave half an inch sewing allowance. Okay, I'll cut it out. This is for the front, but before then I will shape. Okay, I'll be shaping it on this place. Remember that we started it from 20 inches. Okay, I started it from 20 inches, so my hip is going to fall around here, and the dress is about 60 inches all the way to the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to start shaping my hip from around here. So 18. So this is where my hip is. So I'm going to shape out my hip, okay, from the center middle. Okay, my hip is 44. This is the cutting and sewing allowance. And I come to the bottom and I shape that one out. Then I'm now going to cut after shaping this one out. At the bottom of it, I'm going to be taking, so at the bottom of the dress, which is at the mark 60 here, my hip is 44. Okay, so I'm going to be taking 5 inches away from that, so that will be like 10. So I'm just going to connect here to here. I'll give me 2 inches allowance. So I'm just going to connect all the way down. And the allowance. There we go. So I'm going to cut it out and use this one to cut the lining. Then I'll continue with the back pattern. So this is the back pattern. The back pattern I've put on it on the fabric for the bottom. So the next thing I'm going to do is that this is the zip allowance here. I'm going to draw my straight line all the way down for my zip allowance to my 60, where 60 ends. Then I'm going to shape out the butt. I'll come down from my half length 9 inches here. Okay, I'll come out by 1 inch and connect it to my half length here. Then I'll come down by another 5 inches here. I'll come in at the 5 inches here by half an inch or 3/4 inch. Depends on how much bum the person has. I've shaped it over them. Now I'm going to connect it back. I'm going to connect it back to the bottom of the dress, and I'll be cutting it out.